I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, yeah, I do. Man, God been good to me. Man, he been so good to me. Wow. And you know why I say it like that, what makes it amazing is because it's been in spite of myself. I mean, you know what I mean by that? I mean that he's been good to me in spite of all the craziness I've done, all the foolishness I've gotten myself involved with, and not only but knowingly got myself involved with, all of the stupid decisions I've made. Put all that to the side, and he's still been good to me. Bring it all and put it on the plate, and he's still been good to me. Man, that's amazing, man. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that could say the exact same thing. I mean, come on, man. I got you ain't famous. Ain't nobody got no microphone in your face. Nobody ain't got no spotlight on you. Nobody ain't got no camera in your face. Probably ain't nobody blogging about you. But let me tell you something. If you break it down and be real about it, you done something outside the box. You done something, ladies included. You've done something out the box. You woke up and went, what did I do that for? Oh, we've all done it. So with all that said and done, God still loves you, man. God still loves you, still wants the best for you, still considers you his child, and is willing, man, to show you your future. He is willing to show you your life. He is willing to let you take a peek at the blueprint. Man, that's an amazing God right there. Because I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm glad it's him. You know, today, man, I want to encourage brothers out there. And when I say brothers, I'm talking to everybody that's of the male species. I don't care about your color. I really, really don't. I don't even have time for that in my day. Matter of fact, sometimes when you get to discussing race, I just get tired of it sometimes. So I just wish, you know, some days I just want to wake up and just do me. You know, I got what the skin tone is. I got that. But I just want to wake up some days and just go on about my business and do me. I don't want to have to deal with it. Sometimes I get tired of talking about the issues. I ain't going to make them go away, but sometimes I get tired. So today I'm talking to brothers, all the brothers of the male species. I'm talking about men. Today, man, if you ain't doing it all, if you're feeling empty, man, start today completing your process and your journey. And you know what I'm saying by that? If there's a part of you that's missing as a man, and now, man, I'm talking to you, so, you know, some ladies listening, but you know what I'm talking about. It's some part of you that's missing as a man. If you ain't really been in touch with your kids like you're supposed to. Now, for whatever the reason is, and please know, I do understand how sometimes women can use children as pawns. It happens all the time. I've been through it, man. I know what it feels like, man, to want to do something, but because you ain't got this or you ain't doing this, then I ain't going to let you have this. You got to fight through, fellas. You got to fight through. You got to fulfill your end of the deal. And I got how difficult they making it. I got how, man, it's going to come with some drama, but you got to fight through it. Because, man, we need fathers to be fathers. That's really what we need. If you're a man out there and you are a father of a child, we need you to do your job. I'm talking about our community, our situation, us as a people, all of us. We need you to be a father, period. Now, hey, man, I ain't coming down on you. I'm just your boy. I'm your man. And I've been in the same predicament and the same hole myself, where I couldn't get to them, where they were used as pawns, where they were told things about me that wasn't even true. I've been through it. You can't see them. You don't come over. Okay, I got all that. You ain't sent this. You ain't, okay, hey, got all that. If you can call them sometimes, tell them you're thinking about them. Tell them you love them. If you can get a letter to them, if you can get a message to your children through one of your relatives, start the process today. Be a father. It's your job. Now, because you ignoring him, or you acting like they ain't over there, or you done backed them out of your mind because the situation got too difficult, I got that. I got that. But you got to step up and be fathers. You got to write a letter. You got to send the money. If she talking about if you don't send all the money, you ain't going to send. Send what you got. If taking it over there is too much drama, send it through a relative. Give it to a mama. Give it to a sister. Ask her to take it over there and do something for the baby. Because, okay, you can't deal with the drama. I got that. And I know it's much to pay when you have to deal with that. Because clearly I know hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Please know I know that. Please know. And that's a real statement. That ain't no saying Steve got. That's the truth. So, but do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to apologize. Sometimes an apology goes a long way to your children. Just say, look, because I've made this apology before. Hey, man, look, I'm sorry. I wasn't there for you. I was out grinding and hustling, and I wasn't paying attention to you. And I should have been. And I apologize. Now, imagine, man, there's days where you was telling people I was your father up at the school and they wasn't believing you. I apologize for sending you through that. But now, man, I tell you what, I made some mistakes and I got it together. I want me and you to move forward as father and son. I want me and you to move forward as father and daughter. I want to be in your life. Now, I ain't got a lot, but guess what? I know a lot. Because if you a man and you a father, please know you know something that child don't know. You have information. You have experience. That's all they need sometimes, to have somebody to talk to. That daughter of yours just needs to know from her daddy, how should a man treat me, Dad? What should I look for in a man? See, they'll take that information from you because they know it's coming from the right place. And then you know that your son needs you because you know how difficult it is if you're trying to be a man without your daddy. You already know how funky that is right there. So come on, man, admit your mistakes and move forward. Call your kids, write a letter, get a phone number on them, send a text, drop a message, send a note up to the school. Do something, man. If those of us that are fathers would just be fathers, I could shut the mentoring camp down. Now, I would say I apologize because I don't want you to think I'm coming down on you, but I've been through this myself. I ain't really coming down. I'm just reminding you. This is our job. These are our children. This is our responsibility. We are men. There is no excuses. You don't get cut a break on that one. Sorry.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? Listen, I don't know if you're aware of this, but this is the beginning of something new, the start of a new day. Yeah, and you are here, you are in it. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's the deal. Now, here's the way you do it, y'all. You start with gratitude that will affect your attitude, that will immediately, watch this word, assimilate your altitude. I don't know how I've done it.
Me either.
I'll tell you, the time that I've spent in school is just alarming to me. I've dedicated a very, very small portion of my life to getting educated. And it has affected me greatly. Welcome to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's how we do it in the morning. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, the mouth of the South, Junior. Kill Spates' his real name, and the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior, what's on your mind today?
You know what? Let me help one. Y'all want to help one of my friends out, one of my partners. You know, he going through something, but then he said to us now at the barbershop, he said, man, I don't know if I'm staying in this relationship too long. He don't see the signs. As many relationships you had, how do you know you stayed in your relationship too long?
You have a friend
Yeah.
that came to the barbershop.
Yeah.
And the conversation was he needs some help because he in a relationship. He think he been in it too long.
Yeah.
He been in it too long.
Yeah.
The fact that you are saying you've
That's what I
been in
said.
it too long, that's the jumping point, that you've been in it too long. And then let me tell you something else. It also is the jumping point to let you know that it ain't long left.
Yeah.
Once you
One foot
start
out the door.
once you start counting the time,
Yeah.
it's interesting at that point.
Yeah.
Because then you have to go, well, wait a minute, hold on. See, wait, I'll give you time. Like if somebody asks you, hey man, so how long y'all been together? 8 years, 6 months, 42 days. Now that right there, that means you feel as though you're doing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, you just can't.
Right.
It gets started to be ugly right there.
Yeah.
There's some other signs that you've been in it too long. When you're sitting there with her in the car, and you never ever look over at her. That's a sign that you just driving. Everything is to your left. Everything is to your left. That's a sign that you've
That's
been
crazy because I've
Yes,
done
Carl.
that.
Even when you make a right turn,
Straight
You make
ahead.
a right turn, you stay left. You lean
Yeah.
left. Yeah.
I've done that, Steve.
Oh my
Here's the last time that you know you've been in a relationship to her. If soon as she asks you something, this is what you do.
Yeah.
The sigh.
on the
Sighing.
side.
Yeah.
That right
sighing.
there, boy, is a dead giveaway.
You're right.
That
all right.
it's all gone wrong.
All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Nev?
You've been driving my car. You have been driving my car. That dog? You would? Car.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach Curtis, please.
Yeah, this is Curtis.
Hey, you the one who worked at the hotel and you do valet parking?
Yeah, I work at the.
Okay, let me tell you something. You the one that parked my 750 BMW. You just took the change out of my car, the loose change I had in there, and you also done put 100 miles on there, and I know you the one did it because you the one I tipped. I tipped you. You parked it, and then when I came back, you the one brought my car back, and I tipped you. I know you the one put them damn miles on my car,
Hold on, man. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Who is this?
My name is Jason, man. Jason.
Jason, how did you get my number?
I got your number from the hotel manager. I told him I needed to talk to Curtis, who do the valet parking, and they gave me your number. You the one put these miles, man. You put 100 miles on my car.
Hold on. I ain't put no miles on your car, man. That's all I do is just get the cars and park them. That's it. I ain't taking no change from nobody's car either.
You the one took my chain. I had PD Jakes in there in the CD player. When I got in there, it was a Biggie Smalls or somebody in there. You the one was in my car, man.
Man, I don't even know how to work that radio in there. Man, look, what? I probably park your car because I parked a whole lot of cars. But can you? Maybe somebody else probably took your car and drove it around, but I don't know. We can
How many more Curtises work at the hotel and do valet parking? How many more Curtises?
I work at the and do valet parking, but that's all I do is park the cars. I don't take nobody's car and drive it around the town or steal nothing from their car. I ain't no thief, man.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. I know you the one put these miles on here. You hear me? I know you was the one, man.
Oh, no.
Put that
Hold on, man. Look, man. I'm on probation right now, right? So, I mean, I ain't got no time to be stealing nothing out about nobody's cars. I'm just part-time job, man, just parking cars. I'm trying to take care of me and my little girl. That's it. I'm telling you, if somebody did take your car and drive it around or steal something from your car, we can figure it out. You know what I'm talking about? If you just bring the car up and you just come and we can talk to the managers and figure it out. But I promise you it wasn't me, man.
Hey,
I promise you. If you should just slow down a little bit, we'll find out what happened with your car.
You the one did it, man. You the one put the 100 miles on my car. You had that red vest on. You had that name tag said Curtis. You pulled off in it, and you pulled back up in it. You the only one drove it. You was the one.
Hey, man, lower your voice a little bit, man. Hold on, I can hear you.
No, I know you can hear me. You gonna hear me when I get in your though. You gonna hear me when I do that.
What said to me?
I said you gonna hear me when I get in your because you put that 100 miles on it. I'm gonna come up to that damn.
Hey, man, I told you I ain't putting 100 miles in your car, right? Hey, man, you know what? I didn't steal nothing from your car. I ain't putting 100 miles in your car, right? I told you I'm on probation right now, dog. That's all I do. I go to work, I park these cars, and I come home and take care of me and my girl, all right? I ain't putting no 100 miles on your car, man. I ain't take your car. That's all I did was drove your car and parked it, man. That's it.
No, that ain't what you did. You lose change out of there, and you also put 100 miles, it was like 104 miles extra on that car when I got back in it. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to come up, when do you work again? When do you work?
Tomorrow. I work tomorrow night.
What time do your get there?
I'll be there at 6 o'clock.
Okay, then. I'm coming up there at 5:45. And guess what, Mr. Curtis? I'm going to deal with your little by myself.
Man, dog, come bring your up to that job. That job and you, dog. Bring your up to the job. What kind of car you say you had again?
I said I got a black 750 BMW. I'm coming up there. When I get out of it, have your ready. Here, Curtis, have your ready. Already. No, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to have my little verse on for you, too. It's going to say, Curtis, just bring your black up there because you sound like you're black. Yeah, I'm black. My car black, and I'm finna get in your black tomorrow.
Bring your tell you, stop with me, dog. Today, all right? I'm telling you, I'm trying to shit on my real place. But that paper, this job, it's cars. I'm telling you, bring your up there if you want to, dog. I'm telling you, it wasn't me, but I mean, you want to take it down, man.
I got one more thing I need to say to you, Curtis. You listening to me?
What?
Is you listening?
Yeah.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy TC, who do valet parking with you.
What'd you say?
Hey, Curtis, your homeboy that you do, is it another guy work there named TC that do valet parking?
Yeah.
Hey, man, this Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, he got me to prank phone call you.
Oh, man, I'm going to get that dog. Oh, Lord Jesus. Man, my heart was beat, man. My heart was beating so fast, I thought I was about to go back down. Oh, Lord. Oh,
you knew you was going back, Curtis?
Oh, Lord, I'm telling you, man, it was about to be over. The first person I saw got out of it was about to get it. I'm telling you.
Curtis, you got to be strong, man. You going to be strong?
For sure.
Be strong, man. Don't let nobody push your buttons and have you going back, man. Just be strong.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm almost off, I'm going to keep it straight, man,
All right, man. Stay strong. You got to take care of this little girl, boy. You can't go back in there.
Already.
All right. I got one more thing I got to ask you, man. What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
Man, that's Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
That's it right there. I don't need it this morning. I don't need the praise and worship. I don't need the accolades. I don't need it. I've learned to give it to myself because ain't nobody else gonna give it to you. Tommy, you did an excellent job. Amazing. Amazing.
You beat us to it, though.
Man,
we could have.
You don't even give us time.
You don't need them.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're not coming. You know what I mean? So I might as well go on and do it myself.
What?
I might as well
I'm
do it
not
myself.
coming.
Tommy, you were amazing with that prank this morning, boy.
Tommy, you just said a second ago. I don't need the praise and worship. And then
No, I don't need it from y'all. I'm going to give it to myself. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
I'm not gonna not do it.
It's a drug, dog.
Oh, we getting on your nerves. Did he just sigh?
We didn't praise and worship you.
Just talk about sighing. Just talk
bastards.
about what that means. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, outraged actor Matthew McConaughey begs for common sense gun laws at the White House. Plus, in other entertainment news, reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley were found guilty on tax evasion and bank fraud charges.
What?
Yeah, they could face up to 30 years in prison. Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot. And Brittany Griner supporters held a rally in her hometown of Houston demanding her release. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time for Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey ready for your love questions. Farah in Clearwater writes, I'm a 44-year-old single woman, and my son is friends with a guy I used to date. My son is 24, and the guy is 26. And as soon as he finds out it's my son, I'm afraid he'll tell my son about us. What should I do? Should I talk to my son about it?
No. Don't open your damn mouth. Why do I talk to women like this all the time? Shut up.
Oh, goodness.
Shut up.
Yeah, she's just feeling a little guilty.
Why are you compelled to share everything? Shut up. Wait.
And see what goes down?
Yeah.
There's nothing to address right now. Now, it's a little, listen, you're going to be on a little pins and needles.
Yeah,
You know, you're going to be,
comfortable and
you're going to
nervous.
walk around on eggshells. There's going to be a lot of anxiety. You know, there's going to be moments of apprehension. You know, that's going to be really uneasiness and uncomfortable zones. There'll be times where it'd be a little sweaty palm and all like that. That's how we live. What?
On the edge.
What?
That's too
What is all this
Yeah,
clearing the air y'all be needing and all this here?
To
Get it off your chest.
Yeah, to get
I
want it off of
understand
us.
that you have breasts. And maybe you're feeling as though that there's a little bit more on your chest than I. Maybe so. But so. So
Don't say nothing.
deal with it.
But she'll feel
And that's my
relieved.
suggestion to her. You know,
Don't say anything.
Don't open your damn mouth. You dating your son's friend and you used to dating and they don't know and you think he gonna tell him. So he ain't told him yet.
But if he
Don't-
tells them, then what? What if
We'll deal with that when we get to it.
Oh, one problem at a time.
Right. What?
one day at a time?
Stop
Okay.
starting fires in your own living room. What is you
All
in
right.
here? Baby, I need to talk to you. I ain't never walked in here with no confession. I come in here with an explanation, but we not walking in here with no damn confession.
All right.
That ain't what we
Okay.
finna do.
All right, Farah. Tanya, moving on to Tanya in D.C. Tanya says, I'm a single woman in my mid-30s and I'm sleeping with a man that I met before the pandemic. He recently told me he is married and I was caught off guard because we've spent many nights together. He said he wanted to come clean and allow me to choose to be with him or not. I'm hooked on him. So what do I do?
See, now this goes right back to the first one.
To the first, what?
He didn't say nothing before the pandemic.
And he should have.
But see, the problem hadn't arisen yet. Now, was he wrong for that? Probably.
Yeah.
But then, see, what
Probably.
he did was, well, no, I mean, he was, okay, all right, let me change this. He was wrong.
Yes.
He was.
Okay, he was wrong for that.
A little bit, yeah.
Right,
No,
but
a
the
lot
problem
did.
occurred, now the problem occurred because he wants to continue. So he says, well, listen, I need to tell you something. I got a little situation. But now she hooked, and now she has a decision to make. Now, first of all, he was wrong,
Absolutely.
and now you have a decision to make. My strong suggestion to you is to go on about your business.
Get out.
Because if you sign up for this, you have signed up for second.
Yeah,
Just know that.
that's a good way to put it.
And once you say you sign up for second, he know you ain't got no problem with being second.
Second is really not a bad spot, though. It's really not.
Right behind first. It's right
It's
behind
not
first.
I mean,
first.
it's right. You're right there. You know, it's like like you're seventh or eighth. I mean, you're right there.
I can't
You
say
know,
Well,
I don't
ladies,
see-
That
I
ignorant
understand what
logic.
Tommy's saying, but let me give you a
You
baseball
do?
analogy about being second.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
The average baseball player in a game never gets to second base.
There you go. Nice.
So it's a hard position, is what you're saying. It's a pretty.
The average baseball player out of 10 trips to the plate will not get to second base
And you're
3
there.
times.
Okay, whatever.
You're there.
This is not a sport. This is her life. Whatever.
This
You're
is
there.
a
I
sport,
almost
Shirley.
got caught up. I almost got caught up in that crazy analogy.
In the Olympics, you know, it's the gold, and then it's the silver, and then it's the bronze. Who?
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
She don't understand. Let's go.
I got it. Shawnee
I can't
in
help you if you don't want
Tuscaloosa
help. Come on.
says, my husband owns a mobile detail service, and the majority of his customers are women. I pulled up on one of his jobs, and he was sitting in the driveway with the lady having a beer. He said he was taking a break, and he's upset with me now for stopping by. Does that mean he is guilty of something?
No, your husband runs an auto detail shop. He out here working, and the majority of the customers is women because women don't like and they can't wash cars.
Right.
He doing a service. Now you pull up on your husband. He's sitting in the driveway having a beer. It's hot.
What do you want? What do you want?
It's hot.
I want to come and see
And
my
me-
husband.
He wasn't in her house. He was sitting in the car. He
Need a
was at
reason.
work having a cold beer. Now
Okay.
you roll up finna mess this man business up. It was just a beer.
Maybe
I
she
see the
just wanted to stop by and say hello to her man.
Why is you stopping by on my job to say hi?
You ain't been stopping by.
Right. High as gas.
Dude, I
is,
said
just
hi to
going
you
right.
before we left the house this morning.
Shut up, Junior. I heard you.
Again, what you joyriding pulling up on me for?
As high as gas is.
Cause it wasn't a joyride.
It was an investigation.
It was a
So she was
mission.
trying to check up on him.
What do you want?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Actor Matthew McConaughey addressed the American people from the White House podium, pleading for the passage of common sense gun laws in the wake of a shooter slaughtering 19 children and 2 teachers in his hometown of Uvalde, Texas. McConaughey also shared his experiences meeting with the families of some of the victims of the shooting, including the heartbreaking tale of one of the young victims who wore green high-top Converse sneakers with a heart drawn on them. He also noted that the time is now for new gun legislation. Take a listen.
But people in power have failed to act. So we're asking you, and I'm asking you, will you please ask yourselves, can both sides rise above? Can both sides see beyond the political problem at hand and admit that we have a life preservation problem on our hands? So we got a chance right now to reach for and to grasp a higher ground above our political affiliations. A chance to make a choice that does more than protect your party. A chance to make a choice that protects our country now and for the next generation. We got to take a sober, humble, and honest look in the mirror and rebrand ourselves based on what we truly value. What we truly value. We got to get some real courage and honor our immortal obligations instead of our party affiliations. Enough with the counterpunching.
Yes, sir.
All
Mr.
Very
right.
well said, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yes,
well
sir.
said.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I
What you
love
think,
it.
Steve?
And here's the counter to all of that. All you got to do is cut on Fox and watch how they talk about these Hollywood liberals need to stay in their place and act. Stay out of politics.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man,
Yeah.
these people, they have a counter for everything. And as wonderful of a gesture and as meaningful and heartfelt as what McConaughey said, Fox, man, finds a way. They dance the loophole business, and Fox is a huge station. So listen to this. If you're a layman and you're committed to the Republican Party and you know that that's a conservative talk radio format or conservative television format, and that's what you choose to hear, well, that's all you hear.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That
you
is it.
never hear the counter.
Right. You always hear that.
Same as if you're a Democrat or a more liberal person, you have a tendency to listen to CNN, MSNBC, stuff like that. But the Republicans are glued to Fox.
Yeah.
The Democrats are glued to CNN. Ain't neither one of us seeing what the other person is saying. But I, on the other hand, happen to watch both because I love knowing what my enemy is talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And
I like
you
that.
become my enemy when you don't want me to have nothing. You know, my father taught me a very valuable lesson when I was growing up. He said, son, it ain't enough that they got everything. They don't want you to have nothing. Now, this is an old black man talk. Now, you can read into that whatever you want to. I really don't care. But I have watched it play out in my life over and over and over and over and over. Now, I've chosen to take a different route and do something about it. But it's like this, man. They just want what they want, and they'll do anything to get it. They will prop up a Herschel Walker, who is about as ignorant as a damn person. I wish they would put his ass up on a debate stadium and let this ignorant football my life and put him on a debate stage. But they're not going to do it, man. Herschel Walker, man, is a prime example of they'll do anything. They don't even care for the color of his skin. They will pick him, put him in the highest position because they know they're going to play the puppet strings.
Yeah, he'll be running against Raphael Warnock.
Hey, man, Donald Trump has taken care of him his entire football career. It's a story behind that.
Yeah.
Same old same.
I'm going to get the facts and I'm going to bring it to you. And so now they get him and they put him up in the puppet string. They will deal with people they don't like if they can get what they want from them.
Yeah.
And put them in the highest position.
Well, we do
and throw money behind Herschel Walker. What has Herschel Walker done? Except stand up and brag and talk about Donald Trump. Well, let's make him a senator. He said, this is crazy what we dealing with.
Yes,
yeah,
it
is. But
because
we
ain't
do
politics no
appreciate-
more, it's theatrics.
Yeah, Matthew
Appreciate
McConaughey
what, Shirley?
taking a stand. Matthew McConaughey taking a stand. You know, I mean, he's from there, so he wanted to put a face on. Yeah, the face on.
I think it's
the,
great with
victims.
Matthew McConaughey, but guess what? The 51 senators on the Republican side, they listen to that speech, man. They ain't finna budge.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
They not finna budge. Watch if it go to vote. See, the reason they won't vote and they won't address it in the Senate is because then everyone will know that they didn't vote. So they don't even bring it to the vote.
Yeah.
But if it comes to a vote, they're going to have to go with that money. It's an ugly man.
Well, in other entertainment news, Todd and Julie Chrisley, stars of the reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, were found guilty in Atlanta on federal charges, including bank fraud and tax evasion. Prosecutors allege that the Chrisleys submitted fake documents to banks when applying for loans. They used a film production company they controlled to hide income to keep the IRS from collecting unpaid taxes owed by Chrisley, Todd Chrisley, and they're going to remain on house arrest until sentencing, and they could face up to 30 years. Wow.
Ooh, wait.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Todd. Hey, now, Shirley, read the first line of what they did. We don't have time for that right now. Let's do it when
Can we read it when we come back?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve. So before we went to break, I was telling you about the Chrisleys from Chrisley Knows Best. They're the stars, of course, of that reality show, Todd and Julie Chrisley. Well, they were found guilty in Atlanta on federal charges, including bank fraud charges and tax evasion. Prosecutors allege that the Chrisleys submitted fake documents to banks when applying for loans. They used a film
Now, right
production
there, that's
company.
the one I wanted to hear. Shirley, that's the one. They submitted fake documents to banks. Isn't that the exact same thing, that Donald Trump has done?
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, it's the facts that the Deutsche Bank had submitted. He submitted false documents to banks. He did the same thing. So, man, this is like, man, it's so sad because, like, I've known Todd for a long time, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, man, really, really, really good guy. Been on my show many, many times, man. Called me, man, in some moments, man, when I was being attacked. Hey, man, hang in there, brother. We praying for you. So all I can say is I'm praying for him, too, man. I hope this works out. all like this?
Well, they face 30 years in prison.
I mean, look, if you've been convicted, there's nothing I can do. The prayer's over as far as that.
Sentencing is
my
set.
prayers for sentencing at this point.
Yeah, sentencing is set for October 6th, Steve, of this year. So,
wow.
Yeah, tax evasion.
Really good guy, man. I hope this is I don't know how to say. I hope it's a mistake, but.
Well, his lawyers, they plan to appeal.
They're going to appeal.
Yeah.
Well.
So we'll see. We just have to watch it and let you know. Moving on. I think their show is still going to be on TV though while all this is going on.
Well, that ain't no damn fun.
Yeah. It really isn't.
You gotta pay your taxes. You can lie to banks and make up accounts and all that stuff. Allegedly.
I can't go in there. I'm gonna tell you that I can't go in there. I can't go in there.
Can't go in where?
What you're talking about?
Prison?
Jail. Yes.
Okay.
And he can't.
Can you imagine Tommy in prison and had to get on the top bunk?
What?
Because of his height.
he gonna need help every night.
If he got to get on that top bunk every night,
Steve, that's wrong.
I can't go in there.
And if he got a cellmate that don't want him to step on his bed,
Getting up there.
Well, how else is he gonna get up there?
How else I'm gonna get up there?
you know,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to use your sheet and tie it to the end of the bed, and you're gonna have to like you a mountain climber. You're gonna have to rappel up.
See, that's too much. I'm not going in there, man.
All right, we have to move on. Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour, we'll check Steve's voicemail right after this. Crazy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it is time to check your voicemail. And listen, if you would like to leave a voicemail for Steve, call him 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE. You ready, sir? Here we go.
Yeah.
This caller is from Dallas, Texas. His name is Jesse. He wants to hang out with you.
What's going on, Steve? It's Jesse Majors, man, out of Dallas, Texas. I know you don't remember me, but I'm one of the guys that worked at the Mark 5 men's store in Dallas at the Redbird Mall. Look here, man, you hit the mark when you said fishing. Give me a call, man. I sure love to go fishing with you, man. That's something I love to do. I'm retired now. That's my therapy on Fridays, going fishing. But give me a call, man. Man, I fly out wherever you fishing. I fly there to fish with you. Once again, it's Jesse Majors out of Dallas, Texas. Appreciate you, my brother.
Redbird Mall.
Hey, man, what's going on, doggy?
You remember
Appreciate
Jesse?
Well, I love you, though, dog. I love you. I love fishing. Yeah, I'll let you know, man. I'm going to holler at you, man. I'm going to give you a call. Fly out, Jesse.
Fly out to where? To where?
Oh, just fly out.
Jesse want to go fishing,
Yeah, Jesse.
man.
Now, Jesse, you got to explain to me what type of fishing you do, because you sound like you bank fish.
What's bank fishing?
I don't mind fishing from the bank, but I prefer a boat. But I will bank fish. But now here's the problem, though. If you sitting on buckets fishing, I'm not your guy.
He didn't say anything like that.
No, but that's what he meant, though, Shirley. He has been sitting on a bucket now. Trust me on that.
It's my therapy every Friday.
But Steve's never mentioned sitting on a
He
bucket.
got a ring around his ass from that bucket. I promise. He been sitting on that.
All right, thank you, Jesse. Here's a caller that didn't like Junior's comments on the game. Oh, let's hear this.
What?
Good morning, Steve. I'm calling. Me and my husband riding along, and we listened to the remarks about the game last night. And I felt like it was a bit insulting to refer to the players as light and dark. I just thought that was a bit, insulting and maybe possibly kind of degrading. So that is my remark, and maybe you could open up a podcast or broadcast about, how people felt about it. Thank you. Keep up the good work, and I hope to hear some sort of feedback. God bless.
Well, now, hold on, Tommy. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Man, now, wait a minute, Junior.
Wait a minute, but
Normally,
she
I
tripping,
handle
though.
these things.
Okay, go ahead.
Normally, I handle these things.
Okay.
Junior,
handle
do you
it.
want to say something, or you don't want? You want me to handle it?
You go ahead and handle it up because I don't see nothing wrong.
We say what we want to say on this show. If we don't know your name, you finna be the light-skinned dude. If we don't know your name, you finna be dark-skinned dude. You knew who the hell he was talking about. Don't call this show talking about you was offended because referring to the light-skinned players and the dark-skinned players. You don't know their name?
On a podcast.
Now, let me explain something to you. We not open. Listen, the light-skinned dude on the Boston Celtics, his name is Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
The dark-skinned boy is Brown.
Right.
But what about the
All of the Golden State players is light-skinned except for Draymond.
She got deep
Now,
with
that's
it.
what the
Talking
deal
about
is. Now,
colorism.
we didn't create this, and we not apologizing for it. Draymond is the darkest person on the damn Golden State Warriors. And all them little light-skinned boys running around in Boston. Herford, Jason Tatum,
Right.
Williams,
Grant
Smart,
Williams.
Grant Williams, all them little light-skinned boys. That's what they... Now, I know their names, but Junior was just trying to help the people out that don't know the names of the players. And it helped us understand exactly who they were. Don't call this show no more criticizing us. Because all of us on this show, we go by light-skinned, dark-skinned.
No, we don't.
We go by our names.
And we never told y'all that, but that's how we refer to each other. Like Junior is the little dark boy on this show.
That's me.
The rest is a light-skinned morning show.
All right, look, we got to go.
Nah.
Thank God. Coming up
Oh,
next.
here no more with all that. We ain't got no time for that.
Coming up next. What is Tommy? Is Tommy light skinned?
Light-skinned
Yeah,
prank
Tommy the
coming
little
up.
light-skinned boy on the
Light
show.
skinned pranks coming up from light skinned Tommy right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after the hour, it is my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is this soldier is never at attention. Okay?
Huh?
Well, this soldier is never at attention. Figure it out. Mm-hmm. We'll get into that in just a bit. Right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nav?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I want to do it.
Come on, King of Pranks, you know.
Okay. Light skin, King of Pranks. Light skin.
Oh!
I'm gonna
What
keep
does
it going
that
from
have
the.
to do
I'm
with
keeping
it?
it going from the last break. Light skin, King of Pranks. Okay. Now, do you want a dark skin prank or a light skin prank? What kind you want?
Play the prank.
You want a medium skin?
Yeah,
Which one you want?
Get a
Like a
mulatto.
caramel.
Caramel right up in there. I'm just trying to figure out how you want it. You know what I'm saying?
All this melon.
Yeah.
You know, that's for the lady that called in that was appalled by the light skin, dark
She was
skin
insulted.
comments. Ugh. So we just gonna put some more on your plate and give you a light skin prank call, okay?
Oh, she's calling us back.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
Fine. That's fine. Her and her husband gonna be just fine, caller. They gonna be just fine. Okay. How's your future? Is it bright or is it dark? How's your future? we can keep pushing if you want to. All right, here we go. Pump your brakes, mama. Pump your brakes, mama. All right, that's the prank call. Pump your brakes, mama. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Natalie, please.
Yes, this is Natalie.
Natalie, how you doing? My name is Darren. I'm with the Homeowners Association.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dan.
How you doing? Listen, we got a bit of a problem. If you don't mind me asking, who actually brings your kids home from school each day?
Oh, my mom gets my kids for me, and she drops them off.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Well, we have a bit of a problem. The kids are fine. There's no issue with the kids at all. But we've had a meeting here at the HOA. We've been getting some complaints. It seems like your mother is really speeding down the street real fast, and everyone's complaining about it. That it's a lot of kids walking home from school, and it seems like your mom is driving real fast when she's coming down the street to drop your kids off. Did you know anything about this?
No, not at all. That doesn't even sound like her.
Okay. What type of car does
Is
she?
my mother?
Let me ask you this, Natalie. We from what I understand, it is a what kind of car does your mom have? Is it a Ford Escape or something like that? A little SUV? Is that what your mom has?
Yeah, she has a little red SUV.
Okay. All right. So the problem is that that's the same car. That's the one we're talking about. And it seems like, your mother is flying down the street and she drops the kids off, and when she leaves, she's flying back out of the neighborhood. And a couple of times some of the neighbors have told her to slow down, and, I don't know if she's flicked them off or said something out the window, but, this is stuff that we just cannot tolerate.
Huh. Well, it really doesn't sound like my mom, but, I will...
Okay, well, listen, you know what, Natalie? What we're not going to do is, what you're not going to do is act like it's not your mama. It's your mother that's doing this. So what we need you to do is tell your mama to slow her down so we don't have this problem, all right? Because I tried to be nice with you at first, but if you're going to be in denial, thinking it's not your mama, then we got an issue.
First of all, Darren from HOA, I need you to watch your tone and who the you're talking to, all right? I need you to calm that all the way down,
okay,
all right? I said that I would talk to her.
You need to slow your damn mama down. That's what you need to do. Slow your mama down the way she drives through these damn streets. No, what you need to do is stand in the middle of the street if she's flying down it, so hopefully she can knock you out the way, okay? Don't talk to me like that. You're being rude and disrespectful. I'm going to ask her if it's her because I don't think it's her, but you're not going to talk to me like that. Okay, so your mama can just drive down the street and act a damn fool. My mama can do whatever she want to do. My mama can do whatever she want to do. She a grown-ass woman. She can't do it in the neighborhood that I'm a member of the HOA at. She can't do it there, okay? Now, I don't mind having your mama arrested with your kids in the car if I got to. I wish you would. I wish you would have my mama arrested with my kids in the car. You're going to have more problems than you ever had, okay? You better not have my mama arrested. You're going to get arrested, and you're going to be sent to the hospital. How about that? Okay, let me tell you something. Tell your mama to slow her down in these streets. This is the last warning I'm giving y'all. This is the last one. Well, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give no warnings, okay? We can have a real conversation about it. We can meet and talk about it. Because you ain't going to talk to me like that, and you ain't telling my mama nothing. I ain't telling her to slow down for nothing. What you going to do? What you going to do, Derek? Matter of fact, let's meet about it. I'll bring my husband, too, since you got so much to say. You know what I'm saying? I want you to keep that same energy, okay, with my husband. I want you to talk to him like you talking to me. Hey, let me tell you something. I ain't worried about your husband or none of that, all right? I'm gonna say this right here. Tommy is the one that told us that your mama was speeding down the street. Tommy the one said it. Tommy? Who the hell is Tommy? Tommy said your mama was the one running up and down the street fast, going 40, 50 miles an hour. Tommy the one said that. I don't know who Tommy is, but Tommy can kiss my You can kiss my and any other neighbors who got something to say about my mama can kiss my How about that? Let me ask you this. Do you know nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show? Do you know him? Son of a You got me. You got me. Oh, you got me. Natalie, your sister. Oh, my God. I had to pull over and text my husband like, you don't believe this fool on the phone talking crazy to me. I was about to get you lit up, brother. Lit up, nephew Tommy. Your sister Darius got me to prank phone call you, baby. Your sister. Oh, it's going down. It is going down. Oh, Payback is a real mother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting back. Oh, man, I knew that wasn't my mama. And I know you ain't got to talk to me like that either. You got me. Hey, baby, tell me this. One more thing before you go. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land? You know it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And tell Steve I said, hey, Miss Harvey looking good.
Ooh, wait. Yes, sir. Your mama got to slow down when she come through here through the time for school zone, okay? Slow your mama down. Ooh, you can't talk about nobody, mama. You hear me? You can't.
No, you cannot.
You will push that button and send them into orbit.
Immediately.
Yes.
Mama can do whatever the hell she want to do. No,
That's right.
no. Your mama driving through here and flipping people off when she drive through here. You need to slow your mama ass down. That's what you need to do.
That's what made her really mad when you said that.
Tell your mama slow her butt down when she passed through here. Columbia, South Carolina. Bring your mama with you, okay? July 1st. Bring your mama and get your laugh on at the Koger Performing Arts Center. That's July 1st in Columbia, South Carolina. Tickets are on sale right now. The fool is coming to town. Yes, he is. Oh, my God. It's going to be absolutely ravishing, I might add. I know 4th of July is a barbecue weekend, but jump it off with some comedy. That's your appetizer of the weekend. Friday night, July 1st at the Koger Performing Arts Center. Tickets available right now. All right, that's all I got to say. I'm through with it. I'm going to be a fool. I'm going to be ignorant. I'm going to be stupid. And if you run up on that stage, Lord, it's going to be on CNN. I promise you it is.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject, this soldier is never at attention. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter, steveharveyfm.com. That's all you got to do to send your letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. Mm-hmm.
You never know.
That's right.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is.
Clear
Strawberry Letter.
Clear
Never went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soldier.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Subject, the soldier is never at attention. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband and I are both in the military, and he's still active duty, and I'm retired. I'm raising our 2 sons, and I do personal training for 3 clients to earn extra money. I'm in shape, and I want my husband to stay in shape too. He works out, but he doesn't take care of his body internally. His diet has made him pre-diabetic, and he's on medication. The medication affects both of us because his soldier is never at attention anymore. It's been close to 3 months, and he doesn't seem to care that I've got needs. If he doesn't get his blood pressure and sugar intake together, it's going to kill this marriage. I've always been the one to initiate sex, and he loved that about me. It makes me think he's tired of my body, and he has no interest in pleasing me. I called his physician, and he couldn't tell me anything, but he did say that my husband can take better care of himself and suggested I help him out with that. I took all of the sugar out of the house and we eat clean now, but that's not helping. So I decided to check his meds and the bottles are full. I asked him why he wasn't taking the pills, and he said he doesn't like the way they make him feel. Then he said that we've had plenty of great sex over the years and we will get back to it soon. I can't believe he's being so selfish, and if the roles were reversed, he'd have a fit if I deprived him of sex. I get a lot of attention at the gym, the grocery store, the park, and everywhere else I go. And I've never considered cheating in the 8 years I've been married, but it's all I think about now. I dream of sex, watch porn on my phone, and take care of my own needs occasionally. Will I be selfish like him if I step out and get my sexual needs fulfilled? Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. All right, you're moving a little fast. and honestly, I think you're the one being selfish. Your husband, you said so plainly in the letter, has a medical issue, and he's trying to deal with it as best he can right now. I'm sure it's a shocker to him to have to deal with all of this. You know, it would be so easy to say to you, yes, you have needs and he's not taking care of you at home. You got to do what you got to do. That's what a lot of men do when they're not getting it at home, and we accept it as the norm. But we do live in a world with double standards. So before you go outside of your marriage, please let me say this. I understand how you feel, but don't step out on your husband. Try to fix things with him first. I mean, there are things he can obviously do to help himself, but so far he's not doing it. He said he doesn't like the way the meds make him feel. So, sometimes you have to go back to the doctor and get your meds regulated, and, maybe you need a not such a strong dose and all of that. So you got to take all these things into consideration before you consider, stepping out on your husband. You get looks at, when you go out to the grocery store and all that, but you said you're in shape, and that's okay. But I think you need to talk to your husband, let him know exactly how you feel, try to find out what else is going on with him. Maybe this time he'll actually hear your frustration. The thing is, when he said, you've had great sex in the past and you'll get back to that, I think that left you a little glimmer of hope. So, the problem is, what is he doing to make soon happen? So you need to encourage him, go back to the doctor, check his meds, continue to help him out with his diet. I think your marriage is salvageable here. I don't think you need to step out on him just yet. I just think it's going to take some work on both you guys' part. Steve?
Shirley, read me the title of the letter again, because where I am, I don't have printers, guys.
All right, the title is, the subject is, This Soldier. This soldier is never at attention.
This soldier is never at attention. This letter, y'all, is not about the fact that he's active military and she's retired military. That ain't what this is about. This ain't about the fact that to earn extra income that she does personal training of 2 or 3 clients on the side. This letter is about her husband being on high blood pressure medicine, and the high blood pressure medicine is causing ED. The medical term for that is erectile dysfunction. It is the #1 killer in black men today. Oh, I know you think it's heart disease, and I know you think it's crime, and you probably think it's, gas prices.
Come on, Dr. Steve.
But the #1 killer in black men today is ED, erectile dysfunction.
Never knew that. Who
so
knew?
Let's just talk you about what this letter is really about. He has a problem, and he's not taking care of himself. So his doctor has prescribed high blood pressure medication. High blood pressure medication with diabetes medication can cause several side effects in men, and the only one that matters to any of us is erectile dysfunction. I have read medicines that said one of the side effects is blindness. I choose blindness.
Hold on. Okay.
I've seen some pills say side effects is loss of hearing.
Hold on.
I don't need to hear a damn thing.
We'll have part
back,
2
we'll
of your...
address all of this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we will. Part 2 of Steve's response is coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject is This Soldier is Never at Attention. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is This Soldier is Never at Attention.
The subject for the Strawberry Letter today is This Soldier is Never at Attention. Now, we're talking about a military family here, so you are probably thinking this is a military problem. It's not. He's active duty. She's retired to make extra money. She, on the side, trains 2-3 people in her class. Her husband is active military, but that's all he active. He is just active military. He is inactive at the house in the bedroom. Now, the problem, the lady says, this has been going on for 3 months. Seems like a short time, but I've considered suicide after 30 days myself one time.
It's not about sick. You.
So I know. Well, this letter is about me, Shirley, because I know how to talk to people about this because I'm 65 years old. I've had to deal with a lot of things in my life, and I can help people. This letter is about ED, erectile dysfunction. Now, the woman says she's been dealing with this medical problem with her husband for 90 days, and she's thinking about stepping out. I had to go 30 days without it one time, and that's when I was suicidal. I had considered,
Giving it up.
stepping off in front of a bus or something. No, like his. And listen, on this Zoom, ladies, y'all can stop shaking your head because you're not going to stop me from saying what I'm saying. Clearly. Y'all women, y'all don't even have this damn problem.
Say what you want.
Let me, Tommy Jr. handle this. Yeah, all y'all women sitting up here laying back. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's a killer. It's a heartbreaking ass killer. Have you sitting up laying at night dreaming of days gone by? Remember when I could just eat all day, any day? Yeah. You doing it now? Yeah, I'm doing it now. You want to do it again? Yeah, I'll do it again. How about now? How about now?
Try it now.
All day, every day.
You stayed ready.
Years have gone by.
You're 20.
Brothers get busy. Lives get busy. Mm-hmm. You know, you're going through a divorce or something. Next thing you know, you look up and ain't quite what it was. You miss that electrifying, hair-raising event on the back of your neck. It used to feel like somebody had took a refrigerator cord and jammed it up your crack and plugged you into the wall. That's what it felt like.
God.
But as you get older, that feeling diminishes.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
You went from this here. This is what it used to be like. It gets to where it's just
That's it. Yes,
one more time.
One more time. Yeah.
In your 20s, spitting and slobbering and everything. Now,
woo! Boy, we did that, didn't we? Woo! That's it.
So it's men that's listening to this that's going, damn, Steve. Yeah, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
So now here's what has to
I
happen.
can't believe the ignorance.
Now,
on this
you
shit.
mad because this high blood pressure gives your husband these side effects. But now, you done looked in the medicine cabinet, and he ain't even taking his high blood pressure. See, I don't take high blood pressure medication because of the side effects. Mm-hmm. But now, when you take ED medicine, they have side effects, too.
Yeah, they do.
What are
Cloudy
those?
memory. Cloudy memory. Stuffy headaches. Ear burning.
Ear burning?
Why your ear burning?
Yeah, I've had the tops of my ears just on fire. I don't give a damn.
Hot ears.
I couldn't breathe for 3 days one time. I did all my talking and breathing with my mouth hanging open.
A mouth breather.
Because I'm fine. Blurred vision. Boy, my eyes are shut anyway. What do I need to see for? Swollen ankles. Don't tie your shoes up.
You have
I
an
don't care
answer
what the
for
damn
everything.
side effects are. I'm just telling you. See, so this is the problem. Now, the woman in the letter is complaining that she gets a lot of attention at the gym, and she's never thought about stepping out. But since she ain't had sex in 90 days, she now is considering for the first time. She watch porn all the time and everything. Mm-hmm. It's some men out here to volunteer to help you. That's not a problem.
Right.
But after 90 days, you considering messing up your marriage?
Exactly.
Your vows was to honor him in sickness and in health, richer or for poor, till death do you part. And that's the part. Let me focus for just 1 minute on that last line. You take your wedding vows to death do you part. And I did. And somebody asked me one time, well, Steve, you've had 2 divorces. How can you say you honored your vows? Till death do you part. I said, as soon as I felt like I was dying,
here we go,
I got the divorce. That's what it said. Till death do you part. Once I felt like I was dying, I thought it was time to part. There's something in everything to be learned with all these letters, y'all. Stop being so damn judgmental. But all you brothers out there that's worried about side effects, bring them on. Teeth hurting, let them hurt. Steve, your teeth are hurt with erectile dysfunction medication. Take them out.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand as well. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Wow, Shirley. Let me be careful how we phrase this. You know, we already in trouble for how we talk about sports and people's colors. So the opaque people and the solid people have played last night.
Opaque.
I don't want to offend nobody, but the opaque people and the solid colored people played last night. Golden State went to Boston and fell short. 116-100. Boston takes a 2-1 series lead, man. Man, this series has turned out to be something now. Okay, here we go. Steph Curry finished with 31. Klay Thompson with 25. Andrew Wiggins with 18. Jordan Poole only finished with 10. But Jaylen Brown, lead scorer for Boston Celtics, he finished with 27. Jason Tatum, the light-skinned dude.
Hold on, light-skinned. Hold on, Kill. Hold on, Kill. Jaylen who?
Brown.
Uh-oh. Another clue.
Another clue.
Another clue.
You only could have made that lady mad that called in earlier.
Well, that's another clue. You're in line. Jaylen Brown, 27. Jason Tatum, he's 26. Marcus Smart showed up being 2 for Boston, man. He finished with 24, man. Now, Golden State was down 12 at half. Then they came back, took the lead 83-82 in the third, but in the fourth just went cold because Boston dominated in the paint. And I'm just saying, man, I got to look at this series different, man. I don't know. Next game is Friday night.
It's the next game. That's what it is.
Yeah, you got nothing is close. 116-100, and then, you know, it's just like all the games, man, have been decided by over 10 points or less. I mean, or more.
And that's rare.
This is where it's either 3-1 or 2-2. That's what's happening Friday.
Yeah.
That's the big.
If you go to state, you want to go back home 2-2. But, man, going down 3-1 against the boy, man, I'm with you, man. Boston don't even look scared. They don't even care.
They're not scared at all. And once again, I am not for Boston at all, ever.
Oh, true.
Except certain players when they had Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. Now, I happen to like this boy Tatum, Brown, Smart, Horford. But, you know, I don't really know nothing about the little boy that wear the headband with the great big forehead.
Derek White, you talking about
Derek White?
Derek White.
Lord, when you got on a big, thick headband and your forehead is still huge, you know, he damn near look like something wrong with him. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
Hey, now you're going to make all the big forehead people mad.
No, forehead people. It's going to be mad.
Now here come the big forehead people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You finna upset a lot of big
guess
forehead.
what? And we got one of them on this show, so it could be close. Y'all start emailing.
We gotta go. All right, thank you, Junior. Coming up next, we're gonna check Steve's voicemail right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time to check Steve's voicemail. If you would like to leave Steve a voicemail, call him 877-29-STEVE. Or, okay, here we go. We have a couple of calls right now, Steve. You ready? This caller is, his name is Cornell, and he wants some relationship advice. Okay, relationship advice.
So listen, how you doing, Steve? Good morning to you and the family, crazy ass Tommy and the rest of the crew. I got a question to ask you, man. I was dating this girl. She's on disability. And when I first met her, it was kind of cool to me and her as far as going out and me fronting the bill all the time. But it got to the point where the bill kept getting streamed. She'd go out and buy extra stuff or buy her friend's stuff, and you know, she was treated like it was her money. So I sit there and had a conversation with her. Listen, you got to actually stop what we're doing and let's make a good judgment call. A good judgment call was that, you know, let's not eat as much out. Let's try to save our money. So I'm trying to help you out. So every time something happens, she throw it in my face about, well, you're supposed to take care of me. You're supposed to be helping me out. I'm like, ho. I mean, is it a point where you're supposed to help me out? Because you have no money. Or you can't have any money. But to me, it's like a game to her. You know, to holler wolf and hope somebody hear you and, you know, you pick up the tab for you or say you helpless, but you got jars of money. You saving dollar bills, $5, $10 bills in jars above your bed that's filled up with money. But you're always hollering you don't have any money. I value great opinions. So, again, my name is Cornell. They call me CJ. Thank you.
Well, CJ, so I just have to deal with this as I understand it. Mm-hmm. Everybody on disability ain't disabled. Let's just start there. Some people go out on disability as a gimmick or a game. So we're just talking about people leaving their job to get paid on disability. These are the disabilities I'm talking about. So let's not get confused with anything else. I ain't talking about nothing else except somebody trying to get disability, because he said this woman was on disability. That's all I'm talking about. Now, let me explain something to you. The key thing to me to accepting the fact that you are on disability is you must show me an exhibit that you are disabled.
Okay.
That's the only thing about disability I do. You got to not be able to go up the steps. You got to need help around the corner. Somebody got to be pushing you somewhere.
They got to show it.
Something got to be happening like this here.
Yeah, he
Other
needs
than
proof.
that, I'm assuming your ass is hustling your job on disability. So now once you can't prove to me that your ass ain't disabled, then I'm going to assume that your ass is able. And after that, if I tell you I can help you, after I determine that your ass is able, then what you cannot do is expect me to enable you.
Okay.
See, what I'm not finna do is donate to the cause that ain't really a cause. Because if you're on disability, damn it, you're going to have to start using these ramps. You're going to have to get something hanging out your rearview mirror. Your ass got to have a lift on a van or something. Other than that, it's a hustle to me. And so once I determine that, now you have to have the ability to get up these steps your damn self. Okay. And so I ain't got nothing for you. You see, first of all, he said she got money up over the bed in a jar, 10s and 20s. If you disabled, how you get up there? Who put that money in that jar? So you're not finna do this to me.
That could trick me.
I'm looking up there above the bed, this jar with this money in it. Who jumped up there and put that money in that damn jar? Right there, your ass ain't disabled. You had the ability to get up there and put that money in that jar, get your ass down and go to work. You jumping on the bed, dropping money in the jar like it's a trampoline. I thought you was on disability.
God.
You done jumped your ass up in the air and put that money in that damn jar. We finna break up.
Coming up, we
now we down
go
here in the
crazy.
bed, we having sex. You done jumped up in the jar, put your leg over there like I asked you.
We gotta go, crazy man.
Okay, go ahead.
Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so in trending animal news, orangutans, are known for being aggressive, especially with humans. I didn't know that. But did you see this video? It's gone viral now of the guy who gets a little too close to the cage at a zoo. This happened in the Riau Islands in Indonesia. The orangutan's name was Tina, quickly grabs the guy by the shirt, pulling him closer and closer and possibly trying to bite the man. Then the man's friends tries to help him, but the video ends with Tina the orangutan holding on to her grip, and the man is shown hanging by his side on the enclosure. Come to find out, news reports say the man is doing okay now. Zoo officials said the guy broke the rules by trying to get a video of Tina and getting a little too close.
Yeah, I saw the video. I laughed my ass off. But here's the part about this orangutan. You got to quit going to these zoos in these other countries. Man. See, it's supposed to be a moat or something between you and Tina. You need a moat, some plexiglass, something. You going to these little damn zoos that's really carnivals with these real ass animals in it. Tina snatched his ass so fast. See, in America, they'll have a moat or some plexiglass. He just got his ass too close. Why are you over there that close and he can reach you?
Yes.
Tina ain't grabbing my ass, though.
Right.
And my friend would have been over there, I would have been just yelling instruction. Pull back, get him off you. Pull his finger off you, man. I'm not going
We
over
gotta
there.
go. Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, we'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather date someone who doesn't get your favorite movie, or would you rather date someone who can't stand the music you like?
Hey.
If you don't get my favorite movie, that's cool. But if you don't like Earth, Wind, and Fire, there's no way we can. There's no way.
It's over.
It's finished before it even started.
You gotta like my movie.
It's-
I'm sorry. Yeah, you just.
What?
Yes.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, Color Purple. If you ain't with the Color Purple, I'm
Boy,
sorry.
anybody want to sit and watch that depressing ass movie with you on?
Sorry. You got to like the Color Purple now.
All them field scenes and all this poor ass living. Everybody finna sit up there and date you. And, if you don't like Color Purple, you don't. No, man, damn that music.
Yeah. Music. I turn Jodeci on. You talking about who is that? We can't.
Not Jodeci. You better.
It's over, Junior.
Oh, it's over.
All right. All right, would you rather
we on
take
the road trip and you got nothing but Hank Williams on this thing. Hey. I just drive off into the cornfield and
All right, so would you rather take your kids or your in-laws with you on date night? Which ones? Kids or
Kids or
in-laws?
in-laws?
Oh, I had to take my kids. See, y'all got young kids. My kids grown.
Okay.
I take my in-laws. This would be the worst date.
What happened? What's gonna happen?
First of all, man, they don't eat right. They be in restaurants requesting stuff. Y'all got pork chops. It's an Italian restaurant, mama.
Pork chop.
They bring my mother-in-law food. Do y'all have gravy? Mama,
Everybody ain't got gravy.
In here. No, I just got a pot of gravy sitting on the stove back there. Well, they need a sauce on it or something, but it ain't gravy.
It's dry.
I don't cook my pork chops like this. What about you, nephew?
I'm gonna go with the kids. But I don't have in-laws, so I'd have to go with the kids. I'm used to the kids. I can handle them all day. I know how to preoccupy they little asses. Yeah.
You don't have either, Junior.
Yeah, I don't. Neither one, so I don't know how it's gonna go.
All right, last one. Would you rather be rich and alone, or poor with true love, your soulmate?
Hey.
I'm going with rich every time.
Rich and alone. You won't know it, but I have plenty of people over this evening.
Rich and alone, that's a beautiful thing.
Well, she might not stay. Well, for 2 hours, though.
All right. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, we'll close out the show, and we'll have our last break right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, guys. Our last break of the day on this Thursday. It's almost the weekend.
The weekend, baby.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for all the laughs.
No, you're welcome, dog. That's what I'm here for. Every now and then, I just let them have
You
it.
did your job today.
You know what?
Boy, I gotta have
In the words of Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have forgot.
the king.
Y'all must have forgot.
Laughter is it's so good for the soul. It's such a good man.
It really is.
Good.
Right,
You know,
especially
you all were
during these
you
times.
all were dealing with this racial issue earlier.
light
About
skin, dark skin.
Junior called in and did his radio. He was doing sports and he was making references to some light-skinned ball players and dark-skinned ball players. And the caller called in was aggravated and wanted us to address that because she was disappointed that Junior were referring to some of the players as light-skinned and the others as dark-skinned. And I think Sister Odell should address this because she's been longer than any of us.
Bring on in here then. Bring on in.
No.
Good morning. Good morning.
She's here.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Morning,
sister.
Sister
Morning, Sister
Odell.
Odell.
You know, I don't have a lot of time for similarities, so, I'm going to just go on and get into it.
Similarities.
You know, and so I just wanted to say good morning. And Junior,
Yes.
I
yes,
just
ma'am.
came in to just speak for you because, you the young one on the show.
Yes, ma'am.
And when the lady called in and was talking about you was referring to the basketball players that's light and dark, it is what it is. And I know you didn't want to answer it because you was, scared.
Yes, ma'am.
Offending peoples. But listen to the lady that wrote in. It's always been in our culture the way we describe one another, light-skinned and dark-skinned. It's just it's just the way it is, even in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what
NBA stands for not about just blacks.
What? Oh, it does?
It's not about just blacks. It's the NBA. See, we've been always hard to be inclusive of light-skinned people. My little nephew, just bless his heart, just as black as a car tire. And he was, and we even referred to him as how dark he was. You know, he was so dark. You know, he was just. Yeah. It's just in pictures he looked like the negative.
What?
You know, he looked like a negative on a roll of film. Just be over there, just as pretty and just as dark as he wanted to be.
Yeah.
And he tried to compensate. You know, and he dated a little high yellow girl. And she was just as sweet as she wanted to be, but she was high yelling, you know. She had high yellow tendencies. You know, and we would have I remember the first Thanksgiving she come over and it was potluck. Mm-hmm. And everybody brought a dish, and she brought in pumpkin pie. And it just threw the whole dinner off. This little poor little light-skinned heifer brought in pumpkin pie to a black people's Thanksgiving. Sweetie, we don't eat pumpkin pie. But the little light in her didn't know that.
Yeah.
And she brought it in. The number one question at the buffet was, which one of these is sweet potato? Now, to go back and help Junior out, if you look at the Golden State team, there's a bunch of little yellow-ass boys on that team.
All right, they're going to be calling on you, sister.
What if they call on me? I'm a fictitious character.
You're not real.
I'm a fictitious character. What did you finna call and report me for? I can say stuff that Steve can't say. So I like the Golden State Warriors, but there's a bunch of little high yellow ass little kids that only got that one dark boy, Draymond, and he got a dark ass name.
Green?
Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond.
Oh, you got to be dark skinned to have a name like Draymond. There ain't no light skinned people named Draymond.
No, man.
See, look at the people on the Golden State team. Look at their name, Steph. Nice little short one syllable, Steph. Clay. High yellow people.
Yeah.
Draymond, dog. Angry. Technical foul. Defensive player of the year.
Yeah. Thank you, Sister Odell.
You know, it's in politics too. It's everywhere. They don't like black people in the White House. They only want white people in the White House. They named the White House White House. See, that's racist. They could have just called it the Big House, but now they ain't got white people want to be the White House.
The Big House is
they
worse.
Call it the Big House.
Yeah.
Tommy, why is you in this? You didn't help Junior out when he was in trouble. Then when I come to the rescue, I don't need you to be talking about nothing. I just wanted to stop in and clear it up. And them little light-skinned boys are shooting that basketball, though. But if you want somebody to stop somebody, you need a defense player that got to be dark-skinned.
We're in trouble now.
Yeah. Dark people know how to stop things because they've always had to. Well, glad I cleared that up for you. And anybody with a complaint know that I am, once again, a fictitious character. And you can't do nothing about it. Talk to God. He love to hear from you. You know, all of that Steve say. And he love to hear from you, light or dark. That's the good thing about God.